Started again.
Morning, the people. Here you go.
Thank you so much. So sorry about that. It wouldn't be so along with A1 if everything went smoothly. So yeah, we just had to restart everything and so sorry. Anyways, I think we're ready to go. Let me look. So recording's going, Patrick. I need to where's my view? Here we go. Here we are. Let me go gallery. Can you guys, I can't even see you yet. Hang on. I'm struggling, guys. Oh, okay. Participants. I can't seem to get my view up here right. Multi-speaker, no. Speaker, no. Gallery. Okay, I need help for one more second. Hang on. Hang on, just give me one more second. I promise things will be smoother. So I'm selected to gallery, but this is what I have.
Oh, you know why? Because you're not the host. Let's see. Because you never got a chance to, let's see, speaker. Let's do speaker view. I have no idea. Is it didn't give you the option of setting.
It says sign in. Can you go to that and see what it says? Yeah. Okay, you know what? We might be doing this where I cannot see or hear you guys. Oh, everyone's in the waiting room.
Admit all.
That's why.
Okay. All right. So now you should be able to assign you as the spotlight.
Yes. I know how to do that now. Nobody was in the room. That's fine. Good morning. To record this meeting.
In AI.
I always let him do
it.
You? Yeah. I am so sorry about that. I was just talking to you guys going, it wouldn't be so long with A1 if we didn't have a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are here now. Yeah, we were just, I don't know what was going on. Anyways, I got it now. I think we're good. So I was trying to set this up to our gallery view so I could see all of you, and I couldn't because I never let any of you into the room. You were just all waiting there in the waiting room, but now I know I can see you. It is so good to have you join me. I'm so sorry about the delay. Let me just let some more people in. We're just letting them in. Admit all. Whoops. Sorry. I think I just did something else, but all right. No, you didn't get your wires crossed. It was totally me, Miss Donna. So let's go ahead and get started. We were just struggling, of course, here with technology. It seems to be a constant, even in 2026. But let me grab my thing of goodies. I brought this because when I was doing my rhinestones last night, I was doing it on my wool mat, and for some reason, I think it was sinking in too much. So I ended up using this. This is just my most giant clapper. I think I can unscrew this thing too, but I was just doing it on here. I ended up having to use, I don't use my, this rhinestone setter anymore. I use the one that has the little plunger top, which I know we have one here, but I'm not seeing it right now. I had to pull this out to fit the rhinestones in. This is my candies. This was the original one I had. I don't love it because when you're doing the small rhinestones, the glue melts, they get stuck in the setter, and then you have to use a pin to kind of pull them out. But for the big bad ones, like the ones I was showing that are going to be in your kit for today's block, you have to use, you're going to either have to glue them down or you have to use something that's bigger because the plunger just doesn't get hot enough. So I did have to use this one because these rhinestones were so large. They're just big. And so I had to get out one of the biggest tips for that. And I'll show you that at the very end. Let's go ahead and we'll get stitching. So I have everything in here. I just threw it all in. This is what we're going to be working on today. We're going to be doing this, and we're also going to be doing 3 filler blocks today. So this is on the agenda today. All right. Let me see if I can close that. And
Okay.
it's been so long, I don't even remember how to do any of this.
What's happening?
How do I get to
You have to
the
close
cameras?
that. Yeah, you have to close that box there. So just do done. And then close. And then let's see. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. This is where it was when I walked in. Is it this one? There we go. Got it.
See, you
Although
do it.
I don't have this camera. The one on the screen isn't there.
Touch the one. Touch it.
It's not on here. I have to add it.
Wasn't there 2 cameras there?
Yeah, but I have 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? We'll just
Is it
get this
turned
one
on?
out of the way.
Is it turned on?
It's on. It
Huh.
just wasn't added. I'm just gonna get it out of the way. We'll just use these 2.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. Let's get you a better close-up view. All right, let's hoop up. Sorry for this slow start. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my 7x12 magnetic hoop. And I'm just using muslin today. And I usually cut my muslin to about, I'd say like 11.5 inches. I'm really riding the razor's edge these days. And I am, I just get barely enough to go to the magnets. And the reason I do that is because that's all you need. So why use more than you have to? So hey, Lori, can you grab me Lindsay's computer?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Hey, Miss Janie.
I just love these. I was using my 6x10 last night and just like pushing the hoop, the inner hoop into the outer hoop was just killing my thumb. And so I just prefer these at this point. I just find them easier to use. So we're going to be doing that. Here is my fabric.
Do you need the plug in for it?
Nope.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you so much. And this is the fabric that we're going to be using as far as thread colors go. We're just going to be using the coffee bean for the stump. And then we're going to be using pine for the tree. And then background quilting, I'm using Hala Shimmer, and I'm going to be using this silver color, which I'm absolutely loving. And it looks so cute on the tree. And then let me grab my instructions, and we are ready to go. So let's go on over to the machine. I am going to be done with that, and we're going to come on over here.
Hey, are the little bags $15, Jeannie?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're $15.
All right.
If you can put it in there, that'd be great. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Have you guys been using your design database transfer? Yes, no, maybe. It is so incredible. I just absolutely love it. So we're going to start out with some design database transfer. Let me zoom out on this a little bit.
Jeannie, this is Giselle.
Control.
Can you hear me, Jeannie?
And
I don't think she can hear us.
oh man, I am wrapped around.
Hello.
There we go. All right.
Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. This is Giselle. I've been using my database transfer. I had to go and get a
Wait,
window.
hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Can you say that again?
The database transfer.
Yep.
I've been using it with a Windows computer. I normally use a Mac, but what's happening is when I try to put a design over there, if I download like this one that we're doing today, it's zipped, and I unzip it, but when I try to put it over, it zips back up or something. I can't get it to transfer.
Okay, so when you unzip, you have to save it outside of that zipped file. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but you cannot leave it in. Just unzipping it isn't going to do it.
Okay, so I have to save it?
You have to resave it. So I'll have a zip file, for instance. Okay. I'm going to show you right now. Because if I have that same issue, I'm going to go home right here. Say, okay. Okay, here we go. Hang on. Okay. Hang on, I gotta adjust this filming arm. Here we go. So I have mine saved into a zipped file. How about I don't show you the password to my life? Okay, so I'm gonna go in here to find it. I'm just gonna go right here to my Finder, and I have it saved recommended because I go into it all the time. And I have, I'm going to get out of this. If you go into just the Finder, like the folder organizer on your computer, let me zoom in a little bit here. Sorry. Here we go. Right here. When I go into, so I have everything saved right here in 2026. This is my digital dealer. I opened my zip file and then I saved it in here unzipped. You can't go, it can't be from a zipped file at all. Like I opened it up and everything that is here, I'm going to go into January block. Here's the zipped folder. Yeah. My shop resources, that's what I get. I saved everything outside of the zip folder. So even though you open it up here, that doesn't make a difference. You got to resave it outside of the zip folder. That's the only way you're going to access it from design database transfer. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense because some files that I had on the USB that was unzipped, I didn't have any problem at all.
Yes.
I just didn't know.
If it's unzipped, but you can't, even though you open it up on your computer, you got to save it outside of that zipped folder, or else you're not going to be able to get to it. So I saved the zipped. So what I do is I go into the zip folder, and then if I want something, so here's my zip folder right there. I'm going to open it up, my shop resources, and then January and my embroidery file. So I'm still in the zipped folder.
Right.
And then I go to my PES design and I click that. I'm going to hit my save copy. Okay. So I copy it. And then I'm going to come back over here to my January block, click it, and I'm going to paste. So that's going to save it I'm just gonna hit skip because I already have it saved there. You
Okay.
gotta save it outside of this. Just because you're opening it doesn't mean if you go in here, if you open it, it's not gonna give you access. You have to do it on your computer before you go into design database transfer. Okay?
Yep, great. Thank you.
All
Now,
right.
do you
Yes, because
delete
that can
your,
be confusing. I
yeah, do you
totally,
delete
I
your, I was gonna say, do you
well,
delete your zip file after that?
no, I always save my zip file.
Okay.
Because I'm a hoarder. I hoard not just little pieces of fabric. I hoard designs, files, zip files, my downloads. I'm scared to throw anything away.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
why you just saw it in my January folder has the zip file, and then I pull everything out and I put it back into the January folder because I'm scared. And if I ever need to send something, it's easier to send a zip folder, so I keep it. So I'm going to go
Thank
in
you.
here. I
Thank you so
pulled
much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I know other people have that same question. So I'm going to go here to 2026, and there's my January block. Whoops, sorry. And I sent you guys everything too, so hopefully everyone got everything. Here is my PES, so I'm going to load that, and we're using the 6x8. So I'm going to go ahead and I need to find, and do you know right here, I can't see which file format it is. So I can come over here on the very top and I can change that. So these are bigger. There we go. So I have my PES. Oh, and you have to select the machine. I'm on my 248. That's the one here at the store. So I'm good to go. And now I want PES. This is EXP, HUS, JEF. Here's my PES. So you're going to cherry pick. And remember, cherry picking just means that you're holding down your control key. And then you can go back here and select anything else you want. So now I have two things selected. I'm going to do my down arrow. They show up right here. And then I'm going to hit my send to machine. And that's it. We're waiting. I'm on here. Okay, there. Finish output data. And I'm just going to say okay. And that is how you do design database transfer. We are done with that. Let's put that away. All right, here we go. Let's get that a little bigger for you to see. Okay, embroidery. I'm going to go to my pocket. This is where you bring in design database transfer. Look how cute this is. This is going to be the next IQ designer class. So we're revamping it. If you've ever done IQ designer with us and you've done the butterfly, we have a new pumpkin, but he can be any colors you want. So that's going to be coming up too. Michelle's been working on that. So this is where you go if you do design database transfer. Here's my last two designs. I'm going to bring in the quilting design first. You can confirm the size right here. Let's go ahead and set it. I'm going to choose my hoop size. It's a good habit to get into. Go to your settings button. And I'm going to do 7x12. I can't tell you how many times we'll have somebody come in that says their design's not fitting into their hoop. They don't get it because they're doing a little itty bitty design, but they have it outside of their embroidery field. I'm going to be using my biggest, my magnetic hoop, which is going to drop my speed down to 800, but I'm just going to put in 1050 and it'll default to the fastest speed it can go. I really like, for me, I choose my background. I always like the plain square with the little crosshairs in the middle. These I'll use every once in a while when I'm like doing lettering or really need to line something up, because I feel like it's so busy with those. But I do like to have my center mark. So I'm going to just go ahead and select that. And let's add your design. So we're going to go ahead and add, and you're going to add the Christmas tree. Going back here to design database transfer, and there's my Christmas tree, and go ahead and set it. And if you look at your instructions or the spreadsheet, it's just going to stay centered. So you're just going to leave it centered. Let's grab the old spreadsheet here. So for January, you're going to be making two. We're only going to make one in class today. Here's all your information. And somebody told me that I have the wrong spreadsheet on the page. We'll fix this, but I sent you the right, that doc that I send you every month will have the supply list, the videos, and I'll put in an update with the spreadsheet. So it's going to be centered. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it just like this. We're going to touch embroidery. It will combine your designs. And then we're going to go ahead and since they're combined now, we can go layout. My hoop is not slid on. Before I start moving stuff, I'm going to slide on my hoop. I've got to put in, let's put in a regular bobbin. What's up here? We'll just put this in. How about we put in a brand new one because I don't want to be changing in the middle. Yeah, I had so much fun stitching it out on the other fabrics. It is a little bit crazy, but I'm excited about it. Once you slide on your hoop, it won't let you go outside of your embroidery field. Even if you put a design in that's outside of the embroidery field, it'll tell you to change to a larger hoop. And let's go ahead and say okay. And now I can go ahead and move it. And I'm just going to hit my move arrows. And I'm going to scoot it all the way up to the top. And it'll go up to the top without coming out of the embroidery field. Hang on. Somebody's coming in the room. Let me let him in. Admit. Hi, Miss Margie. All right. First thing we're going to do is, oh, and the other thing I want you to do here on your screen is don't stay in this. Come down here to this button right here. That's where you can go forward and backward stitches because we're going to skip some steps. So we are going to do the first step. I have like a pink in here. I'm just going to let it go. It doesn't really matter. And I'm going to use my handy dandy spray tent. Where is it? Thread. So make sure that you hit your thread button. And it's perfect. We're in the right screen that I can just go here. And this will take me to the very beginning of that step that we're on. So back to the beginning of the step we're on. And let's go ahead and here we go. Oh my God, I have like so many cables around my feet. Well, it's this one. Okay, here we go. Thank you. This is the dime spray tent. I love it. And I'm just going to go ahead and give my batting a little shot of spray. You want to spray the wrong side, which is the lumpier side. This is the spray I love, KK Gold 100. If you did Scan-A-Cut, you're going to lay your piece down right now, and you're going to fuse it down, and you're going to skip the tack down stitch. Check the back, make sure there's no icky threads on here. There's my background fabric, and while we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and spray my applique piece, which is going to be this piece right here. So I'm just going to spray all of it right now. All right, going to go back over to the machine. Okay, placement stitches done. Go ahead and lay down your fabric right inside that square. And because that is cut to size, you do not have to do the tack down stitch. You're also going to lay down your background fabric. So go ahead and lay down your background fabric. And feel around it. Before you push it down, just make sure that you have about 1 inch all the way around. And then we can lay it down. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm switching my view right here. I'm going gallery. All right, there we are. All right, now you're going to do the tack down, but we're going to skip a step. And I have pink in. I'm just going to leave that pink in because you want a good color that you can fussy cut to. What you don't want is you don't want to do white. So I'm going to go here. And then this is going to take me to my next step. So this is tack down for the batting and trim. Don't want that. this is placement stitch for your background. We already put ours down. We do want the tack down for the background. So I am going to do that. Right now it's step 4 out of 9. So go ahead and do that tack down. Did I bring my little spatula? We should have them here somewhere. I brought a set here. I don't want you guys reaching in with your finger underneath that needle. I call this tickling. You just want to make sure it's nice and taut, and then we're going to do our quilting stitch. I always tell people I feel like I'm in somebody else's kitchen when I come, because I do most of my stitching from the house. Where are they? Don't know. I guess I'll be reaching in with my hand today. Okay, look at your screen. Make sure that you're seeing your quilting stitch. If you're not on the right step. Maybe you did that tack down and you have to do your trim. I'm going back up here so I can see this better. Speaker view. Ugh, that's not a good view for you. I was trying to leave it on the little thumbnail and I couldn't really see. I'm using Hala Shimmer. Hala Hala. And it is so cute. Where'd it go? It's just a little itty bitty. Oh, right here, right next to me. So I'm finding if I just slow my speed down, it's okay. I am finding also just to run it on my vertical spool stand. Hey, Michelle, do you know where the spatulas are? Those little spatulas, the four set.
Did you look in the drawers and the tools?
Yeah, I didn't
Nope.
see them in there.
Okay, let me go look.
All right. And if you guys have questions along the way, just ask. You're going to have to unmute. The two-hander threading when that thing is close. Whoop, didn't go. But I'm persistent. I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time. Why aren't you threading? Okay, 3 was the charm. And I'm going to slow my speed down. So I'm going to go in here. I rarely slow my speed down. I almost always stitch at 1,050 stitches per minute. Automatically slows it down with that hoop. I am going to go to 600 and we're going to change it back. Otherwise, this is going to take way longer than you want it to take. And let's go ahead and stitch. While it's stitching, I will baby that thread a little bit here on the top.
Why not keep looking? Actually, you want me to bring the
What's
package?
the next for me?
You want to show them the package?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
They see it all the time. I use these like crazy. So I just like, they come in a pack of 4. They're the spatulas and they're made by Tooltron and I love them. And I feel like they're such a lifesaver. I so far have had the needle hit it once and it broke the needle, but it was better the needle than my finger. And if you are sticking to the threads here, you're going to be using either white or linen for the background quilting, whichever one you want. I think it calls for white. I love using the linen in place of the white because it gives you a little more contrast. Oh.
Hey, Jeannie,
Yeah.
do you have the Halo Shimmer in like a multi-pack of different colors? Or do you buy them separate?
My it's saying on, you're going to see a shaking with that. My filming arm is leaning on the table and the table's shaking, which is causing the camera to shake. So I do not sell it in a multi-pack. However, I should create one, right?
Yeah.
From that.
Okay.
Because they have so many great colors, and like if you don't have to, I probably have like 5 or 6 of the huge cones, but it's so much thread. It's 6,000 meters. The small little cones are like 250 meters, and it's all you need. So I'll put something together.
Okay.
There are rolls that are behind Lori on the top shelf where all the batting and stuff is. If we have them. I think you can really appreciate it just seeing it in the videos. It's like so fun. I just love it. It's not Kingstar. Kingstar, like, I love my Kingstar because that stuff just runs and it's effortless. Well, stitching, can you tell me? I was supposed to trim our blocks so they have a 1/4 inch on each. You are supposed to go in on your spreadsheet. You're gonna see over here on the final cut size, that's the size that you're supposed to trim it to, okay? That information is also in the book or in your instructions. So when you go to your instructions, so whatever the size it is, that size is going to have the 1/4 inch figured, it's in there. So, I mean, your finished size is going to be 6 by 8, but you're going to cut it to 6.5 by 8.5. So if you look at your instructions right here, it says use a pop ruler, and then you're going to cut it to 6.5 by 8.5. Okay. And that's in the back of all of the instructions. But I also put it on the spreadsheet. So if you don't feel like, well, you know, if you look at it, because I do make mistakes, the last thing I want you to do is look at this block and cut it down to 4 by 4 because my spreadsheet said that. So every once in a while I make a mistake. You just want to, but I mean, this outline stitch that I just did, that's what you're fussy cutting to. So even if you didn't have it, you could kind of figure it out by doing the.
I always thought it was supposed to be 1/4
outline.
inch on each side, and then I used these pop rulers, and like this one here, I did do it on the ruler, but I always thought it was wrong because it was not giving me that 1/4 inch, but it probably is, and I just don't know it.
Yeah, well, the pop rulers never fit the tack down line perfectly. They're
Right.
always a little bit. We'll trim today. So we'll trim
Okay.
this one down. This is going to
Okay.
be your 6.5 by 8.5 pop ruler. And there's always a little bit extra on the sides. Because when you're stitching, it just like, it pulls it in a little bit.
Yeah. I'm always worried about that. I'm not gonna have enough when I come to sew. That's my biggest issue.
Don't add anything else. Stick to that measurement. Stick
Okay.
to whatever's in the book. Stick to the pop rulers. Those are going to be the sizes that you're going to be using. Sometimes
Okay.
I don't use the pop rulers when they ask you to layer them. Like, and you have to do like, you know, the weird cuts like the longs. Or then I don't use the pop rulers. I'll use a regular ruler because it becomes too much work, I think.
So I don't have a pop ruler for the rectangle one. So is it possible to show me how to do it without the pop ruler?
I brought my 6.5 by 8.5 inch ruler, so I'll use
Okay.
that for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I'll show you
Thanks.
what it would look like if you were using a pop ruler, but I use a combination of my regular rulers and my pop rulers. I do love my pop rulers. Because,
Okay.
you know, you can fussy cut to them. You can kind of use it as a window. And then if you have like a embellishment or you have like a seam in the middle, you're doing a pinwheel and it pushes your ruler up. Sometimes it's hard to keep it down. So I really do like using the pop rulers.
Okay. All right. Good notes. Thank you.
Yeah. Ooh, no breakage. My high maintenance boyfriend thread worked well today. And it's just so sweet. It's hard to see, but it's just metallic with glitter in it. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And I'm going to turn my speed back up. And sorry, it's rocking. I'm hitting my cord, which is dragging it. So first thing I'm going to do before I forget is I'm going to change this back to 800 stitches per minute. Say okay. And we are done with that. Now it's time for our embroidery. Let me look at our instructions. You are going to, one's good enough for me. You're not looking for me, right?
No, I was
Okay. All righty. So it is asking you to put in, after quilting, go to the embroidery instructions, and we are going to stitch the tree placement line in coffee bean. So go ahead and put coffee bean. I think they want you to put coffee bean in because then we're going to do this stump. Or it's not this, it's not a stump, is it? Not on a live tree. The trunk. How about that? We're going to do the trunk. Let's see if I can remember a thread every time from here on out. Okay, this is your placement line, and you're going to grab that that piece of green fabric. Yeah, we'll put all the embellishments on. I'll show you how I tied my bow. We'll do our filler blocks too. And grab your piece of fabric. If you haven't already sprayed it, spray it. Now you can always tape it down. You can use glue stick. I don't care what you use. I just find the spray the easiest, and that's why I use that. So here is my piece of fabric. I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. Check and make sure you're covering it the whole way. And if you are doing scan and cut and you cut this on your scan and cut, you're just going to adhere it down and skip the tack down. I'm not doing scan and cut on this, so I am going to do the tack down and trim. For my Miki Kim version, I'm scan and cutting it. I love doing both. They're my snipperoos. These are the Kimberbell snip, and I love them. I feel like they're the best. But, I mean, it could just be me. Don't you what? Oh, Karen, I saw your post using the scan and cut. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I saw you write something about the adhesive, like for the backing.
Yeah, I'm using that fusible. That is Kimberbell. That's what I was
talking about, the fusible woven, like what I use, the SF-101.
Well, I bought the SF-101, and
okay.
I guess I don't know how to use it as well as you. When I watch you use it, I've got it right here, and it's got the little stuff on it. But when I went to take it to put it on my scan and cut, it didn't stick down.
I put heat and bond light on it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did the SF-101, and then you need the heat and bond light. And I find that I am inconsistent when I adhere it with just a regular iron. And that heat press, like I'm new to the heat press too. I've used just a regular iron for years and years and years. I got a heat press for the first time last year, and it's been a game changer for me. I sent a note to Penny, who gifted me that Cricut one. That was a gift from Penny, and I told her this year I hope to adhere more than SF-101 with the heat press.
I used the fusible peel and stick is what I used.
You used a fusible Pellon?
The peel and stick, that's what I used.
Oh, peel and stick. I don't think that's going to be enough. I think you need something that's fused. Otherwise it's I don't know if it's going to stay down.
Well, it did on the so much so that it stayed on the mat. So
it stayed on the mat. You got to be careful too. And if you find that you have stuff sticking to the mat, that means it's not adhered as well to your fabric as it should be. You can always go fabric side down, and you can do fabric side down. You're just going to have to mirror image. I just,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you can do that and that'll
Okay.
save your mat, but then you're gonna want to use your fabric mat because you need it to be super sticky to hold it down.
Right, right. No, I like the standard mat, and I don't use the rotary. I did try it, but I just like the plain blade, and it works just
I've been
fine.
using my auto blade for everything.
Yeah, me too.
I was using my rotary blade. I mean, if it's like a specialty material or something that might drag and maybe not adhere as well, then you could use that rotary blade. But I had somebody that watched one of my videos and they were like, number one, Jeannie, always do a test cut. And they were like, and just use your
Yeah.
auto blade. I think I was cutting like Peltex or something like that. And she schooled me. And I was like, okay, because I was new. So I'm open to suggestions and trying stuff. And that made all the difference. I always do a test cut now. And
Me too.
I use my auto blade for almost everything.
I love that it scans, and you can just place the areas once you have
Yeah,
have a
it's
scan. That's
great.
great. And
Okay, once you're done
I
trimming,
hope you show people how to register their scan and cut to their machine so they can read each other.
oh my God, I struggled with that. That was probably the hardest part of all.
That was easy.
Oh, for me, so my issue was we had a scan and cut here at the store that was under my account. We had to undo that one, and it was just a complicated process for me. But finally got it going, and everything's working great.
Yeah, it's great. I'm really glad you're showing it with, even if you're showing it with other fabric. I was just watching the tree one because that's when I'm going to be scan and cutting.
All right, you're stitching out your stem. Just go ahead and use your coffee bean. And then after that, we are going to put in the pine and we're going to do the outline of the tree. Oh, I have light here. Why am I not using it? How's that? Is that better? Sorry. Let there be light. So we're going to use pine next. I like sewing in a cave. Last night when I was stitching, I was struggling with the lighting there, and it was more my filming arm, trying to get my lighting around the filming arm.
I ordered more of your Kimberbell thread today on your site, so I'm looking forward to getting the rest of that.
Your iron hooked up? Where is the iron? Okay. Let me get my iron, get him heated up, because we're going to press and trim.
Did someone tell me if they hear me?
Can hear you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Welcome.
did you have a question?
No,
Jeannie, just checking in.
Jeannie, I ordered some thread today on your site.
Yay! What'd you get? Did you get Hala Hala?
I got the rest of the Kimberbell for this quilt.
I do have some colors I'm waiting on, and I should be restocked next week.
Okay.
So it might be beginning of next week. All right, change out your thread. You're gonna go ahead and put in your pine. Oh my God. I'm so sorry you guys were struggling in the dark. I was like, why is this so dark? Just needed to plug in my light. I haven't gotten February yet. Usually they send you like 2 months at a time. So I haven't even seen February. I'm kind of chomping at the bit because I want to do my sample and everything.
Jeannie, it's Joanne. Thank you for sending the designs. I never got them. I checked this morning too.
Okay, so Joanne, when did you sign up?
A long time ago. Maybe
That's so weird. Okay, did you email me to tell me you didn't get the design?
Yes, I did because I saw your email.
There was an oopsie with some people. where I had you register for everything. So when you sign up, my process is number one, I tag you so you're part of the group when I send out a group email. I put
Right.
you on a spreadsheet. I send you a welcome letter. I go on to Kimberbell and I send you the ornament design, and then I add you to the club. So then
Okay.
it's like a lot of steps, and I have to keep everything in order. It's possible that maybe I didn't click the add to club on Kimberbell. I wasn't able to check yesterday because they were closed. So I'm gonna go on and whoever's emailed me, I made a list. There were a couple of you. Some of you just signed up, and so they bill me for my club probably about 5 days before. So if you signed up after that 5 days, I can't add you. I have to add you manually, and I couldn't add people manually over the break. So I have to talk to my reps. So I will make sure, and it's, let me just iron out a couple of kinks, make sure everyone's in there. So it could have been me, could have been an oopsie on my part. And then I did have some people where I'm checking to see if you're in the club, and I did have like not the right email. Some of you have multiple emails and you have a different one. So I will check everyone. And we'll make sure it's perfect. It might just take us this month to just iron everything out.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.
Do you like that
Mine showed right up
answer?
on the first on Kimberbell's site.
Yeah, if you signed up like on the 29th, the 30th, the 31st, then I have to add you manually, and I wasn't able to do that. So I'm hoping I can do that today. And that's why I sent the design out, just to make sure everyone had it.
Yeah, Jeannie, I signed up before Christmas and I never got the stuff from Kimberbell, but you had emailed me that you were going to check with them.
Not in your digital library. I want you to email me so I can make sure. And if it's easier, I could just add it to the email. I don't know. I could add it to the email, and then you don't even have to go looking for it. That's going to make it easier for
Well,
you guys.
I just want to make sure Kimberbell puts it on there so that it's in my digital library forever.
Yes,
you know,
that could be a me thing though. So if it's not there, because it sounds like most people had it in their account. So if it's not in your digital library, I need you to email me so I can confirm I put you in to the club for sure, and then that I could make sure that I have you in there with the right email address. And I usually just cut and paste. I cut and paste from the transaction for the digital when you purchase the digital design. So just email me. Make sure you email me so I can make sure everything's in your digital library.
okay, so because the ornament came
Let me check the chat, make sure I answered everyone's questions. I don't have the chat open right now. Okay. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, there it is. Patrick and I, our New Year's, he went out to, he has got friends that just moved to the neighborhood. So he went over their house for a New Year's party, but he was home at like 11. And then, our New Year's at this point consists of hearing something strange around midnight and being like, what's that sound? And it's always fireworks. Like we can hear the fireworks in downtown. My kids both I went to a party and got home at like 5 a.m. And then Violet was in Seattle with her boyfriend, and they went down, I think, to the Space Needle, and I think there was some kind of New Year's celebration that they went to. I'm always so nervous. I was like, Violet, be aware of your surroundings. Just can't take safety for granted anymore. Hopefully everyone and the other thing we did, so Koreans, they eat a soup called dukkuk on New Year's Day, and it's like a rice cake soup. So, Patrick and I came into the store for like an hour and a half and then went and picked up Violet, and it was right around dinner time. So we prepped everything, and then we had Kai make the soup for us. And then we got home, we all had Korean rice cake, traditional New Year's soup together. It was so nice. I'm gonna get my rotating mat out and a wool mat too, so we can trim. Oh wait, we've got a next thing we're gonna do. I almost forgot. We're gonna do block. So you should have these 3 pieces of fabric, and then you need to have 3 pieces of batting. It's 2 by 2 sizes of batting. I cut them a little bit bigger, so mine are like 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 or 2 1/8 by 2 1/8. This is what we're gonna do next. We're gonna do. Oh, and I didn't even send over the design. I'm gonna send over the design too. Forgot about that. It's just gonna be the bow design. Your 2 by 2. So I went ahead. Let's see if I can show you. Sorry, I know that's not the best angle, but I took my bow design. I hit my down arrow. I don't want to send these over because whatever's down here, it's going to send them again. So I'm going to touch this, and then I'm going to cherry pick the other one, which means hold my control key and select. And then I'm going to put those in the trash can. And then the bow is left here. I know that's hard to see. I'm going to just send it to the machine. Please wait, and that's done. We are about 2/3 of the way stitching the tree. Just keep going. I'm going to use my 7 by 12 hoop again. Because you could use, because we have to do 3 of them. There's not enough width on your 5 by 7 to put like 2 at a time. You could put 2 up and down, but then you're going to have to do another hooping. You could use your 6 by 10 and you could do 3 in a row. But I'm just going to use my 7 by 12 and I'm going to snug my 3 designs in a row over on the left-hand side. I'm going to snug it over. I have a piece of muslin that I go left to right. So if I'm snugging left or right, then I run my muslin left to right. If I'm snugging it up or down, then I run my muslin vertically. Hopefully that's not too confusing.
Jeannie, I put both of mine, this is Gloria, in a 9 by 14 hoop.
Oh, nice. Okay. We're gonna spotlight Gloria. So Gloria did both of hers at Spotlight. Do you mind showing them? That's perfect. So, yes, if you want to do both of them at the same time, they fit into her 9 by 14 hoop. So you could do that. Yeah. Sometimes I forget that you can do other stuff.
I'm going to try and put a star at each. I'm not taking them out of the hoop. I'm going to put a star at the top of my trees.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to add a star?
Yeah,
So do you
a little applique star.
Okay, perfect. Where'd you find your applique star?
I haven't found it yet.
Okay, you know what? let's make one. Do you want me to show you how to do it in design center?
Oh,
Let's
I can
create
do
one.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to show you how to do that. And what a good idea. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll do
the
that.
bow just doesn't cut it for me.
Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to show you guys how to create an applique star in Design Center if you want to add one. If you don't want to do the little bow,
Thank you.
we'll have a little mini lesson. Why not? What a great idea, Gloria.
Oh, thank you. I'm getting caught up on my ornament blocks right now, too. I'm so far behind, so.
I know.
But I got the trees done.
You got the trees done, yeah. It's kind of nice. Like, I feel like these are too complicated, so it's easy to catch up. And we'll complete, you guys can do it with me. We'll create a little star. We might not stitch it out right now, but I'm going to walk you through how to complete it.
Oh, thank
I mean,
you.
how to create it. I'll leave mine in the hoop too. We'll do that next.
Okay.
Do you guys want to do that, or do you want to just move on? Oh, you know, I have a second 7x12 hoop, so I'm going to leave this one in this hoop. Let me find it. I think it's out on the floor. I'll be right back.
I like to see you do it.
I'm fine with doing it too. I'd like to learn.
I don't know. Oh, it's in here. Silly. Hang on. Let me see if I can reach it. Okay. We are done with one tree. And if you want to be smart like Gloria and you've got the hoop thing, whoops, then do two at a time. You're just going to have to do a little bit of fabric management in between the two. All right. I am going to slide this off. Let's go ahead and, or should I just show you really quickly? I'm going to show you how to make a star if you want to do it. We'll leave this on here. So, you ready? And this is if you have if you have Design Center or you have IQ Designer. And if you don't have those, don't worry. This is just going to be a little demo. Okay. Hang on. Coming over here. Let's see if I can make that a little bit bigger so you can see the whole screen. All right. I'm going to say okay to get out of this. And I am going to go into Design Center. So, shoot, I could add it just to this too. So I'm going to say, okay, you need to get outside of this screen. And so I need to hit return.
Save.
And I call this my main edit screen. Okay. We're going to hit add. And you're going to go right here to my Design Center. You could do this, start all over without the tree too, but I'm going to go my Design Center. And so we're in a different, this is a different room in your house. In your Avenir house or your Luminaire or Solaris house, you have a couple different rooms. You have your sewing room, you have your Design Center room, you have your embroidery room. That's basically your home screen. You also, if you have an Avenir or you have a Brother machine, you might have a Disney room where you get your Disney designs. Right now, I'm in the Design Center room. And I can go here to my shape selector. So there's this little button here that has a circle and a square. So if you want to do this along with me, you can. If you feel like you get lost, just watch. You're going to get this video. So I'm going to go ahead and touch this. And look, you have a whole bunch of shapes here. So there's a star. I think there's another star right here. So if you want, you could go with this star, which is going to be a little more organic looking. or we can go back here and you can get this star, which is going to be just, your regular star. You also have this, which is going to be not shapes that, other shapes. And then this is where you can bring in a stamped image from embroidery. Okay. I'm going to go back. I kind of like, I'll use this original star right here. So I'm going to select 23. Now, when you guys do applique, it's 3 steps. It's a placement line, it's a tack down line, and it's going to be your satin stitch or whatever decorative stitch, or you could do raw edge, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do 3: placement line, tack down line, and then some kind of satin stitch to go around it. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to say, okay. He comes in really, really large. So I don't know. What do you think? If we're looking at this, do you want to do maybe like an inch? Maybe we'll do a big star. We'll make him about an inch. Okay. So we're going to size this down. And we're only going to size it down one time because we'll save it. So let's go ahead and here's your size button right here. I'm going to touch that. And here's the size of it. I'm going to bring it down. I want you to remember this measurement because we're going to have to do this 3 different times. Or I wonder if we can just save it and then we'll just work from that.
Yeah, you could probably save it, right, on the machine?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about we go 0.86? Okay, a little bit. Or should we make him a little bigger? Let's go 0.9.
I'm going to get my ruler out.
Yeah, you can measure it however big you want it to be. I'm going to say okay. So I've saved it. And you know what, Gloria, if you want, you can size it when you bring it into the other screen. Oh, actually, no, because we're going to bring it in 3 different times. You want to make sure it's the size you want it to be. Or maybe we'll just go 0.90. I'm gonna say okay. And now you have to apply a line property to this. Okay. So this is where you go to your line properties. If you have a Destiny or a Dream Machine, you might have to go to this little square right here. So you can get in 2 different ways. I'm going to touch this. And the line property I want to do right now, because they don't have a single line. I wish they would add a single line, but the best you can do is a double line. So I'm going to change it to the double line. Pick a color and pick a darker color. The lighter colors are hard to see. Doesn't matter which one. I'm going to just choose the red. I'm going to say okay. And now you have to apply it. And to apply it, you have to touch the bucket and you have to dump it somewhere. So I'm going to touch the bucket and I'm going to dump it on the star. That's step 1. So we just created our placement line. And I'm going to save that. Let's save it. Save it to your pocket. This pocket is your save, and save it to your machine. You can save it to a USB. I don't have a USB in right now, so it's grayed out. So I'm going to save it to the machine. Okay, we just created the placement line. We've got to take it to our embroidery room. We are right now in our design center room. We got to take it to the embroidery room. So you're just going to hit next.
Where do we save it to?
Save it to your machine.
Okay, to the machine.
I'm going to show you how to do it again. So you're going to hit the pocket right here. Don't hit this pocket with the arrow up. That means you're pulling it out. You're going to hit the pocket down here, or you might have the word save or memory. So if it says memory or save, or the pocket, and just save it to the machine.
Jeannie, can you tilt your camera down just a little bit so we can see the bottom? Thank you.
How's that?
That's great.
Oh yeah. So that was the button I touched. Yours might save, it might say memory. What does it say on the Luminaire? Does it have the pocket or does it say memory?
It says memory.
Okay, you're going to touch memory. Touch memory and then save it to the machine. Okay, so we have that saved now. We don't have to resize it. Now you're going to just touch next. This is your attribute page. You can see right here that it has the running stitch applied. That's what we want. You're going to hit set. And it's going to tell you it's converting it to an embroidery design, and it's going to take you to embroidery. That's what we want. You're just going to say, okay. And look, there it is. There's your placement stitch. Just leave it there for right now. I'm just looking at that. How are we going to get all three on top of each other? Okay, we're going to have to figure that out. I guess we could move it up there right now, and then we're going to do it later because we're going to, I'm going to get, you know what? So this isn't confusing. I'm going to get rid of this. We're all done with this. Touch your tree, delete him. Touch your background quilting, delete it. Because what we'll do is we'll layer our stars. We'll hit embroidery. There'll be one design, and then we'll move it up. We'll take a picture, and then we'll move it up, okay? Okay, there's our first step. Our first step is creating the placement line. We did it. Now we're going to add. So go ahead and hit add. We're going to my design center. We're going to have to go back to that other room. We're going to pull out. We've created the design already, so you're going to pull it out from memory. And there he is. So we don't have to size or do anything. He's going to be perfect. Touch that and say, okay. So there's our star, but guess what? We want a different line. We want a different color because you don't want to, if you, let's just change that color. So all we're going to do is we're going to go into our line properties. I made the first one red. Let's make this one purple. We're going to do our tack down. So you're going to just do that stitch again. Unfortunately, there's not one. You have to do two. Say okay. But you're not done. You have to dump it. So now we're going to go to our line property bucket, and we're going to touch the star. And it's purple now. That's your tack down. So you just finished your tack down. So you're just going to hit next because we have to take this tack down into our embroidery room. Right now it's in our design center room. This is not a design. It's not a PES design. It's actually going to be, I think, PHC until we take it into our embroidery room. So just hit next. There it is. Just hit set. It's telling us it's converting it to an embroidery pattern, and we're going to go to our embroidery room, say okay. So now you have your placement and your tack down. We got to go back to the design center room because we got to create the satin stitch or whatever you want for the final thing. Okay? So we're just going to go add. And we're going back to our design center room, or this could be your IQ designer room. All right. Memory. It's already there and it's already placed. There's our star. Say okay. And now we're going to go to our line properties. This time, you could choose any of these. Satin stitch. You could do candle wicking. You have a secret room of all the other, all your other line properties. But I'm just going to do satin stitch. Okay? I'm going to do satin stitch. You want a different color. I'm just going to do blue. Or let's do green. I'm going to say okay. You have to apply it. Got to touch your bucket and touch your star. And it turned green. I know it's hard to see, but he's green. We're done. That was it. We're just going to hit next. There's our satin stitch around it. You can make that smaller. He's pretty small. That star is pretty small. That I might make the width of my satin stitch. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to go to 0.040. That's in inches. I just know it's going to be smaller. I'm going to say okay. It's a little bit smaller. So I just changed the stitch width of my zigzag satin stitch, and I'm going to set it. And that's it. So we have, it took us into our embroidery room. I have placement, tack down, and satin stitch to finish it off. And then if you want to put it on the tree, Let me slide my hoop back on. We're going to take a picture of it. Take a picture of what's in the hoop. Scan. And frame's going to move. And then we're going to move our star up there. Don't move it in your edit page because it's going to separate all three of the, it's going to separate all three of the stars. You want to do it in the layout page.
Jeannie, can you make the whole star satin stitch and not put fabric in there?
Can you do what?
Can you make the whole star a satin stitch instead of putting fabric in there?
Oh, yeah. You could have done a fill.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't even think of that. If you wanted to do that, you just needed one step. You just needed to do the you probably would have wanted to do an outline too, but you could have just done the satin fill. I didn't even think of that, guys. But the scan is done. I'm going to close this. I'm going to touch embroidery. There's my little star here. It's hard to see because he's green. I'm going to go layout, move, and I'm just going to scoot him up to the top. But you got to move it in this page. If you try to move it in the other page, it's going to separate all three. Unless you group them. Yeah, you could have done, and he could be floating up on the top. You could have done a fill. If you wanted to do the fill, you just would have done, let's hit return. Add. You could have just gone My Design Center. I'm going to bring in the star. So I'm going to pull it out of memory. Star. Okay. And this is your fill property. So I could just touch right in here. Choose your color. Let's say you want it to be blue. You got to apply it. You always you do what you want, but then you have to apply it by touching the bucket and touching in there. And now I have a filled star. Let's zoom in for you to see. He's a zoom star. You can do stuff, change the direction, do an undersew, all of that stuff, and then you can bring it in, okay? There's your quickie lesson on creating an applique in Design Center. Let's go ahead and hoop up.
Thank
we
you,
are going to
Jeannie.
stitch the fill.
Thanks, Jeannie. Thank you.
Yeah, and if you don't have a Brother machine with these features, don't worry. You just had a little demo on why you should get one. All righty. I'm going to hoop up. I'm hooping left to right because I'm going to take that design. I'm going to snug it over. Sorry. Do you see how quickly I can make a mess? It is my superpower. I wish I had better superpowers, but that's it. Magnets. Magnets. Oh, I can use these.
So, Jeannie, this is Liz. Are you hooping? Hi, are you hooping in a 5x7 now or another 7x12?
This is my 7x12.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm going to use my 7. Because you can do the 5x7. If you do the 5x7, you're only going to be able to fit 2 at a time. So you're going to have to rehoop. Because they're just, no, actually, yeah, you can do 2 at a time. You can't fit 3 in. That's why I'm just going to use this hoop. I know I barely have enough. But it's just wide enough. Okay, because what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is I am going to put my 3 filler blocks in, and then I'm going to snug them all the way to this side. I'm running my muslin left to right, so I'll have plenty over here. All right. Let's go. Uh-oh, what happened? I lost one of my cameras. Mevos. I don't see it. Oh, there he is. Okay, let's come on back over here. I'm going to slide my hoop on. You don't need to see me do that. And then we're going to load our design. All right, here we go. I'm going to go home. I sent my design over via design database transfer. So I'm going to go embroidery, pocket, and then here's my design database transfer, or you can use a USB. If you love your USB, use your USB. Don't let me bully you into doing design database transfer if you hate it. I could have done wireless transfer for probably like the past 10 years, and I refused. I refused. I don't like change, but sometimes change is good. And when you do it for the first time, it can be scary. I'm going to go ahead and set that. Uh-oh, how do I get rid of what's behind here? I'm just going to go ahead and touch my camera button. And I'm just going to get rid of the image. You can just, it's that easy. I should have the same hoop size up. So I'm going to come up here, and I do have my 7x12, so I'm good to go. So I'm just going to take him and just put him up here in the top left. Use your finger for general placement. Use your arrows for precision. And then I'm going to go edit. And this is the best way to do it. Make a copy. You can hit add, go back to the design database transfer button, find the design, or you can just hit this button right here, which makes a copy. And make a copy. And we are ready. That's it. Okay, if you look up here, my progress bar, it's doing it one time, another time, another time. I'm going to color group. So I'm going to go layout. This is my color grouping button. As long as they're not overlapping, you can hit this button right here. It's going to change it. So it's going to do placement one time, and then it does all of these. The only thing you have to be aware of is when it goes to do the quilting, it's going to want to go straight from this one to the next one to the next one. You could fix that by changing the colors, these two, the quilting colors, and then it would stop in between. I'm just going to hit this stop and then change it to the color that I want to use. So we are good to go. I'm going to touch this button here where we can go forward and backward steps. And I have pine in there. I'm going to leave my pine. That's totally fine. And let's get stitching. It's going to do my placement line first. Grab your spray tent, spray your pieces of fabric. Or you can tape, or you can glue stick, or you can do whatever you want. Whatever makes you happy, I want you to do. Here I go. Wrong side, bumpy side up. Okay, with your filler blocks, the pieces are a little bit bigger. Sometimes I will take these and I'll put them on here and then I'll lay them down. Like I'll do this sometimes, but I'm gonna put these down first. Maybe we're gonna, you know what we're gonna do? I don't always do the background stitching, the background placement line. We're gonna do that too. So what I want you to do is on your screen here. So it just did all the placement lines for the batting. I also want you to stitch the background placement just to make sure that you get your fabric outside, like around that, and you're not too far in. Hopefully that makes sense. Probably did not, but all it means is we are not going to do this. We're not going to do the batting tack down. We're going to skip that. You do have to hit it 3 times. We are going to do this, the background fabric placement, so you have an idea of where you're laying your background fabric. So go ahead and stitch this out. Don't put your batting down right now because it's just going to get dragged around by that foot. So go ahead and do both of these, and then we're going to lay down the batting and we're going to lay down the background fabric. In my pre-class video, we'll get that off of the table. I forgot, and I think I put the batting down and I didn't do the background. I kind of guesstimated and it worked out. It was fine. Sorry, you're going to see the camera's going to move. I got to pull this back a little bit. Okay, spray your fabric too. How are we doing? Anyone have any questions? Hope you guys are okay.
This is Giselle. I was a little behind. So how do I get my 3 boxes on there? I only have the 1 box that drew.
Are you on your main edit page and you have your editing options up?
You go there.
So there's a duplicate button.
Okay,
and it looks like it's a square with a square, like a square and then a square a little bit to, yeah, touch that and it'll make a copy.
Okay.
Did that work?
Yes, it worked. That's supposed to have a tack down, a double frame, right?
It looks like that. It'll make another one of those.
Okay.
Am I answering your question?
I don't have that I got to go back and see why I don't have the inside line. I just have one box and I should have two.
Wait,
and then,
it comes in automatically.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm on stitch 1078 right now. Ready? I'm gonna go ahead and let me get you there. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Save to my machine. And I'm on 1070. So you are gonna go get your design.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do this really quickly. Design database transfer. And there it is, okay? Load it. Set. Put it where you want it. Then you're going to touch, are you with me here?
Okay, I am.
Okay. Edit. This is your button right here. That makes a copy.
Yeah.
Touch it. Whoops. I'm just going to leave that because I'm just showing you really quickly. So imagine they're all in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to go embroidery. And then this is the button where you go where you can fast forward. Is that what you were talking about?
Right. Well, yes.
Or the color grouping?
No, I'm right where you are here with them. I have my 3 on the screen now.
Oh, okay. So you needed to do this step, which is the placement for the batting. You're skipping the orange, and then you were doing this step, which is the background.
Okay.
That's probably all you needed, right?
I think that's all I need. I think that's all.
Let me pull this up.
Yeah, I just didn't duplicate. I think that's all I skipped.
Okay, I am going to get to, what was it, 1070? Whoops. What were we on? We're on the tack down. Okay. Oops. No color group. Layout. Okay. Let me go to stitch 0. Let me go. Okay. Let me color group. And then I think I'm right here, right before. Right at that orange, right? Okay. Ready to go. Okay. Let's lay down. Did I even answer your question? Did that help at all? I'm going to lay down my batting.
Those double blocks like that, that's what I was missing.
Oh, so you had to do the batting placement and then you had to do the background placement. So you had to do both of the blues.
Yeah.
Skip the orange. We're doing both blues.
Okay, skip the tack down. Okay.
Skip the tack down for the batting.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
that was my brain going. I think this is
I was behind.
All right, it doesn't matter which order you lay them down, but let's lay them all down in the same order. I'm going to put my green down first. Make sure you're outside of that background placement line. I like these sprayed really, really well because I want them to stick down right around the edges. I'm going to overspray these. I'm going to give them another spray and make sure that the edges are really gooey. I'm going to lay down my green first. Hello? Can you get under the foot? I want it like, we're doing raviolis. They look like raviolis to me. I'm going to do this one next. Ooh, he is sticky.
You're making me hungry.
I know, it's lunchtime. My mother-in-law back in the day, because it's exhausting, she used to make us ravioli. This one, ooh, this doesn't even look right. My piece is barely going to make it to the edge, but that's okay. Mine is small for some reason, but don't worry about it. As long as you can fussy cut to the muslin behind. There, see how he's not quite there. Don't know why I have such a little piece. Maybe that's all I had at home for the second one, because this is my second round of it. So I think I was just using whatever I had left. Okay, we are going to do the tack down. So go ahead. You want a color that you can see. I have pine in there right now. I'm taking it out. I'm going to put in, just because I have it sitting up here, I'm going to put in my, my coffee bean. So put in a color you can see, because like I said, you're fussy cutting to this. If you want to put in white, that would be great. You could see that really well. Because I have coffee beans sitting up here, I'm going to use it. I'm sorry, you guys, that I gave you that long-winded answer and that wasn't even, I walked through all those steps again. I need to be a better listener. This is a good time to have your little spatula, just in case you need a little more help. So this is the tack down. We want to do this. Ravioli, ravioli. I love ravioli. I love lobster ravioli. And I like meat ravioli. Oh my God, I grew up loving Chef Boyardee ravioli, like straight out of the can. That was like such a treat. That was like food that like one of the rare things my mom would buy that, we ate that wasn't Korean. So it was always such a treat.
Jeannie, this is Joanne. I can relate to that because I love that ravioli. But when I tell that to my husband, he's Italian, he's horrified.
Oh, yeah.
That I like that.
Disgusting. He's like, you eat that? I'm like, oh my God, that was like such a treat. And I would eat it like straight out of the can. Okay. You're just going to do the quilting design. Remember, we're going to stop in between. You can use whatever thread you want. I used, oh my God, this one is so cute. For this one, but I didn't bring it with me. This was the lime green. I'm just going to do all of these with the silver thread that I was using. But whatever you want to use, in your spreadsheet, the colors were, oh, I just have it by filler block. Pine, taffy, and taffy. So I think this one's pine, taffy on the other two. So if you want to do those, you can. Like I said, I'm just going to use the, I don't see it. I'm looking for my silver thread. I cannot be trusted. I can't find it. So I'm going to use this. I don't even know where mine is. When in doubt, look on the floor. That's what I always tell myself. But this one calls for pine. I think a little more contrast is going to be better, though. So I'm going to use this. I would be using my silver thread if I could find it. But I don't want you sitting here while I look. And this is going to be pretty, too. Okay, you're going to listen for it. If you're going to do a different color, you want to hit your stop button once it finishes this bow. So you can do a color change. I'm just going to use this on all of them. That looks so pretty. So if you're changing colors, you're going to hit the stop button. You're going to do your color change, and then you're going to start again. I'm leaving that in for all of them, so I'm just going to let it go. I felt like I used the red for this, and it totally got washed out. You couldn't see it at all. I'll probably use this one and not use the other one that I did. And then for this one, I think I did silver, and I felt like that got washed out too. So I like this much better. It calls for taffy, so do your taffy if you want, but I think this contrast is so much prettier. So if you have clover, you could use like clover. You could use celery. I'm trying to think of the colors that you have in your kit. Celery, I would use celery. I think that's going to be the prettiest. Okay, heat up your iron because we're going to press and trim. Done. So cute. I like these better than the first ones that I did. So these are the ones I'm probably going to end up using. Let's go on over here and we are going to press and trim. Okay, here we go. Image control. Let me make it bigger. Over here, let me put this away. Get this out of the way. Oops. Oopsies. Knocked one of those off the hook. So the rotating mat, the Martelli, you can also get the ironing board. What I prefer is my wool mat. I'm going to take this off of here. I'm going to grab my wool mat. If I'm on something, I like to double up. I don't know about you, but I have warped a cutting mat before, and this rotating base is expensive, and I do not want to replace it, so I'm just going to double up on my wool mats. And let's go ahead and grab the Christmas tree first. How's everyone doing? Anyone have any questions? We okay? Okay, face down. Moisture.
Jeannie, this
Oh,
is
my
Gloria. Are you going to
Hi,
be
Gloria.
doing the Kimberbell bench pillow?
Yep.
Do you know
What
when
about the bench pillow?
approximately? Yeah. The new one,
You
the
asking
Valentine's
about
Day one.
automakers?
Pardon me?
What are you asking about?
The one, the Kimberbell Valentine's, the new Valentine's Day one. It's sweet. Oh, I forgot what it was called.
Sweetheart Street.
That's it. When are you going to be doing that? Or have you already done it?
I already did it.
Oh, I'm behind on that.
We have everything here at the store.
I already got everything from you.
Oh no! Yeah, we stitched it out in the beginning of December.
Oh, okay. I know why we didn't.
I'm so sorry. We
That's
were
okay.
so busy. I don't think I even sent. I think I just announced it on the live feed, and maybe we put it on the calendar. But we stitched it all. I stitched it all out.
Oh, good. Then I'll go back on it then.
I'm so sorry, Gloria.
No,
a lot
no
of times
worries.
I'll go through and tag everyone, but can I tell you, December nearly killed me. So, yeah, I never sent any. I just talked about it on the live feed, and that was about it.
Oh, I
Just
missed
saying that
quite
we
a
were
few
gonna
of the
be
live
stitching.
feeds. Yeah,
Oh,
no worries.
yeah.
No worries. Okay, I'll start that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The only thing I didn't put up was my mediocre border stitching. And I need to come to terms with it that it's not perfect and that I might get some hate for it.
It'll all be good.
I need to post that up. I mean, it's ready to go. I just need to literally click a button and say, okay, I'm ready.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay,
I
thanks.
want you guys to press these two from the back side. Again, a little bit of moisture on a wool mat. It makes a difference pressing it on a wool mat because it can push the design down into the wool mat, spread the fabric, and make everything gorge.
Okay.
I have to leave. This is Giselle. So I have
What
to
was
leave.
that?
This is Giselle, and I do have to leave. Thanks so much. I'll watch the rest of it. Yeah, I watched the video for the rest. I enjoyed it.
Okay, and I'll see you next month.
Correct. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll see you later.
Okay,
Hi,
bye-bye,
Miss Jerry.
everyone.
What do I owe you? Oh, your pillows.
Okay, I got ahead on this one. So I'm finishing up the blocks, sewing together for Sweetheart Street.
Yeah.
I've got everything all made. I just now got to put all the pieces together. So
I better post that video then if you want it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and trim this out. Let me get you a little bit closer so you can see. I love this ruler because it has a 2.5 by 2.5 inch square right here that I use to trim these blocks. 2.5 by 2.5 is like such a common size. So let's see if I can get you even tighter on this. Rotary cutter, please. So I'm going to lay it down, looking straight down from the top, and I'm going to get that 2.5 by 2.5 inch square as close to this as possible. A rotating mat's so important because you can just turn the whole thing without having to like turn your whole body. And then I am going to go ahead and then do my other two cuts. I have like 8 million 2.5 by 2.5 inch rulers. I lose them because they're itty bitty. Oop. Let's make sure I got that. Okay, here is one. Let's do the other ones. And then I'm just going to use a regular ruler because I can't remember who was it that didn't have the pop ruler, and I'm going to show you how I do it with my regular ruler, but I do normally use the pop rulers. You guys know I love those. Got to pull up my sleeves for this.
Thank you for doing that. Appreciate it.
No worries. Here we go. Turn the whole thing, hold it down. Do not let go because the ruler will move.
And it's right on the, right near the stitching.
Oh yeah. For these, they're almost like right on the stitching. For the bigger ones, they never fit.
Got it. Oh, let me see. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're cutting it right to that measurement. Where's my 2.5 by 2.5? Here it is. It is almost right on the money for these little itty bitties.
Oh yeah, because it's 2.5 by 2.5. Okay.
Yeah, there's not much stitching. So there's not much pulling in of the fabric. Oh, you know what I gotta do? Plug in, if you have a rhinestone setter, if you have that one that I have, the other one, it's just not hot enough to really melt because that rhinestone's so big and chunky. So you really need, you either got to glue them down. Where am I connected? Something is. Okay, so these are all done and cut. I'm going to get my other one.
Okay.
So here you can see how not on the line it is.
Okay, okay, that helps me a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's kind of, but you want it to be as equidistant as, but right here, it's right on there. But look, there's no stitching up here. You know, so it's almost right on the money, right?
Okay.
But here with your stitching, it just naturally pulls in a little bit. So
I've been doing a 1/4 inch on my other Kimberbell, and I was wondering why things weren't lining up. So I'll have to go back and recut those.
Yeah, if you're adding it, don't add it. No, don't add it. So if you're using your pop ruler, you're going to frame it, but you're going to have a decent amount of fabric, like 1/8 of an inch all the way around.
Okay.
If you want to use a regular ruler, this is one of my favorites. Where are you, ruler? This is my 6.5 by 12.5. And I use this all the time. This will be a great one because I can do 3 cuts and then I'll have to reposition my ruler. So I'm just going to go over here. It says 8.5. So I'm just going to fussy cut to this. Because I know it's 6.5 wide. So I'm going to look from the top and I'm going to check left to right. Make sure I'm equal amount over and then top and bottom. I'm a little bit higher on the top. And I don't know if I can zoom in for you, but like,
yeah.
Does that let me zoom in? You can't really see it. But anyways, you're going to fussy cut. I'm going to put my ruler down. Let me do my, whoa! What is under, oh, my other ruler! I probably just killed my blade.
Good save.
Now it has a dead spot in it. Gonna have to go over twice. Sorry.
That'll work. There you go. Okay.
Okay,
that makes me feel better. Yeah.
I did 3 cuts just then. Now I'm gonna have to go ahead and pick up my ruler, and I am gonna have to do the last one. Just gonna swing it around to my 8.5. Last cut.
There you go.
There.
Thank you so much for showing me that. Oh, looks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's never cut right to that line.
Okay. Close
if
to
you
it
do,
though.
it's not going to be the right size, and don't add a quarter. This is and that
Don't
line
add a quarter.
that
Okay.
tack down stitch, you're going to be sewing 1/4 of an inch, so you're not going to see that at all. It's going to be in your seam somewhere.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead. I'm going to plug in my rhinestone setter. We might as well plug it in. Plug it.
Got it.
I almost threw this away. I was like, I'm never going to use this stupid rhinestone setter again because I love the cordless one that has the little plunger, which I can't show you because I don't know where it is. I'll never find stuff in here. But this one, it has all the tips. So the beauty of this one is like this tip right here is really big. Most of the times I use itty bitty rhinestones, but these are huge. So I used rhinestones on my other one, but it worked out fine because they were the itty bitty ones. So look how much bigger these are.
Yeah.
So this, they can heat them up no problem. But these rhinestones, here, I'll show you that, are so much larger. Can you see how much bigger these are?
So how are you going to put those on if we don't have one of those little things that you have?
You're going to either have to glue them.
Okay.
And I just feel like when you glue stuff, it falls off. Like my first like whisk I glued all my buttons on and they just fell off. So
like
I really, if these I can melt down because they're hot fix, then I prefer to use that. I don't even have these in the store, but I'll order some of these. But they come with all different tips. The thing I don't like about it is if you are doing rhinestones like this, the glue melts and it melts the rhinestone to the tip, and you have to use a pin. Like it has a little, I don't know if you can see that groove, but it has a groove where you're supposed to put a pin and like kind of push it down. So if they're little, use the hot fix one that with the applicator. If they're big though, you're going to have to get something. You're going to either have to glue them down. So I used this because I was doing it into my wool mat, and I think there was just too much give that it wasn't working well. I was like, I need something wood and solid. And I didn't want to use like a regular mat because I didn't want to run the risk of melting it. So this is just a extra large clapper, whatever you want to use that is going to make it so you're not melting something, because this gets hot. And I held it down for, I think, maybe 10 seconds or 12 seconds for each one of my rhinestones. Here we go. Low battery. Hang on, why is this saying low battery? This is plugged in. This is plugged. If you could see the tangle of cords here. Is this all plugged in? It's all plugged in. I don't know why it's saying this. It's evil. Oh God, I hope I don't lose this. We're gonna finish fast. If it ends, it's because everything is plugged in, but it's telling me low battery. You're gonna take these and just arrange them wherever you want them. Oh, did I even plug this? Did I even turn this on? Okay, didn't even turn it on. There's my 4 minutes of battery time. And if you want to do this all later, you can do it later. It might make it easier when you're sewing everything together to not have your rhinestones, but they're in the middle and they're not on the edge. So I think you'll be okay. You're going to just put them on the little corners. And you have to find the right tip. So there's a little guide here on the side of the box. Don't throw the box away. And it'll tell you like what size it is. You can put the rhinestone right on the little picture to figure out which tip you need. So I used the second to the biggest tip and it was perfect. And then it comes with this bag of metal tips. And quite honestly, you can never get as hot with something that's it's never going to be as hot a cordless item. I feel like a cordless iron is never going to get as hot as a corded iron.
Jeannie, this is Gloria. What's the name of that stone setter?
It's called Candy's Professional Touch.
Oh.
I'll see if I can order them too. And we'll do them at 20% off.
Oh, okay.
So let me see if I can order. If I can find it, then I'll put them up at 20% off. Okay, I counted in and it was like corner, no rhinestone, no rhinestone, rhinestone. So 2 tips without a rhinestone. Who knows? Maybe they have them on Amazon and they're crazy cheap. We'll see. I'll either put up an affiliate link or we'll see if we can order them for you. Okay, just like that. And you need to have the right tip on here, which I do. You're just going to press down, hold it. And then I kind of rocked it to the side instead of lifting straight up in case the glue, oh, it was hot enough. Okay. What I don't like about this rhinestone setter, like I said, is for the small rhinestones, they melt and they stick in here. And then you have to, it's just a little more high maintenance. But for the big ones, they're great. Sorry that my hand is in the way. Oops, see, not enough time. I feel like the block itself it's pretty plain. So the rhinestones really jazz it up. I feel like they're necessary. You need something. But you could be creative and do all sorts of stuff with it. It's kind of like a blank canvas. And it's a Christmas tree, so so I did my other one and I used the other rhinestone center, the one that had the little plunger top. Because I just didn't want to feel like I didn't want to have to deal with the pin, pulling it out. And then we're going to do the bow. So in your kit, you have a piece of velvet ribbon. Or you can do the little star and you can stitch that on there if you still have it in the hoop. But if you are using this rhinestone setter, it gets hot. Do not do it on your rotating mat. You're going to melt it. I think it might be okay if you did it through all these layers. And there we go. Twinkle, twinkle. I'm going to turn this off.
Where right, you did the star, Jeannie? Turned out pretty good. What? The star.
The star? Did you see that we created it?
Yep, and it's on the tree.
Oh, you did it? You put it on your tree?
Yep.
Yay! Fun.
Thank you. I never did that before.
Yeah, wasn't that? You can do that with any shape and turn it into an applique. Just create a placement line, a tack down, and then like a satin stitch or something, or you could fill it. Yes, Patrick.
Where are the name frames?
They're over on the hoop wall. Okay, so you have a big piece of velvet ribbon. Cut it in half because you're going to use one for each tree. Once you have it cut in half, you are going to fold it so it's doubled over. That's how I got this little looky here. And this is going to be the most challenging part of the whole quilt, is making the bow. I actually saw a video. Somebody posted a video on like Facebook or Instagram, and it looked so much easier. I think they did something like, I needed to watch it again, but last night I was so tired. I was like, I just want to get this done. I didn't want to look for the video. But they did something where I don't know if they did this and they tied it. It was really cool and it looked way easier than what I'm going to do right now. So, Jeannie. Yes.
This is Wanda. Look what I found.
What'd you find? Hang on one second. Let me find you first. I gotta find you. Let me get out of the chat. Oh, wait. Nope. Let me go to... Wait. Hang on. Okay. View. Gallery. And... Oh, look it. Wanda found it. Yeah, it's one of those things where Wanda's got it too. Right?
I've had this thing for 20 years.
I know I never used mine, and honestly, I was getting ready to pitch mine because I love that other one so much because I feel like it's so much easier to use. However, it's not going to work on it's not going to work on the big ones. You need to use here. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, this one is fantastic for the small rhinestones. And it has this little plunger on the top, that little flat part. And you just stick it on top of any size rhinestone. But when the rhinestones, and it heats up the whole rhinestone and it melts the back. But when the rhinestones are this big, see how beefy they are? It just can't get it hot enough. So this is really going to be what you're going to want to use. As soon as we're done, I'll see if I can order some of those, or we'll see if I can find a link for you. Okay, back to our bow.
Jeannie,
match up the ends, make a loop over here. You're going to tie it around, put it through. Oops. Do you like that? Where you can't see anything? Okay, let's start again. Make a loop. That was awful. Sorry. All right. You don't want it to be too big because you got to cinch that. Here we go. I think I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. It's just awkward. It's awkward doing a bow in the air around nothing. But just do the best you can with it. And then you're going to snip this side. And then I sewed, you know me, I don't like to hand sew. I sewed mine down. That's a lie. I sewed one down and I hot glued the other one. I did. I sewed it down and then I was like, I don't feel like doing that again. So for my Miki Kim one, I did hot glue it. Then you're going to cut this end right here. And then you can trim out like this. I have like, that reminds me of one of Patrick's eyebrows. He has this like long eyebrow. Okay, it's cute, right? It's so cute. You're going to sew it down. Or you can hot glue it, whatever you want. But he's adorable. I'm going to do that later. But this is what it's going to look like. I just sewed it down once. That was it. That's all I could muster. And this guy right here, that was hot glue. I cannot tell a lie. Oops, wrong way. So whatever you want, this is going to be your blank canvas. What is it?
Yeah.
It's on the sign. I want to say it's like $10.99, but look at the sign over there. And that's it. Any questions?
Thank you, Judy.
That. I'm sorry we started late. One of these days we're gonna get it right. Yeah, if you have any questions, reach out. For those of you that did not get your design in your library, I will be working on that today. If I can't, I imagine they're so busy at Kimberbell. If I can't reach my rep, it might happen the beginning of next week when I can get in touch with them. Next thing I'm going to be doing live is I'm going to be finishing up the Let It Snow pillow. We started it this Monday, and I'm going to finish stitching it next Monday. That's just going to be a YouTube live feed. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
This is Darlene. I just wanted to say thank you. I said, this is Darlene Mullis. I just wanted to say thank you very much.
You're welcome, Miss Darlene. I will see you. I think our next get together. Oh, the next get together is supposed to happen. We couldn't do it on February 6th because we have the butter event. Just add butter. So our next get together, and I will send you an invite. I'll do that either today or the very beginning of next week. We are going to be doing, I'm looking at my calendar. Let's see. Calendar.
Janie, this is Susan Cram. I just sent you an email about not getting the design.
You didn't get it?
No.
Okay. Don't worry about it. I will get it taken care of, my darling. But you got it when I emailed, though, right? So you had it from that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'll probably do that one more time just to make sure next month it goes off without a hitch. But our next get together is going to be on. We're going to be meeting on a Thursday because we already had the butter event. So I will send you an email with a Zoom link, and just know it's going to be on the 5th of February. All right, my friends, I will see you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Reach out if you have any questions. And this video will get posted this afternoon sometime.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Have a great day.
We'll see you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Jeannie, do you have a quick question?
Yes.
When you're doing the bows, did you change over to white so that you could see the actually see the bows on the fabric?
Are you
embroidery bows?
Oh, the embroidered ones?
Yeah.
Like when we did the design center?
The 3 different bows on the fabric.
The 3 different bows on the fabric. Are you talking about when I created the applique?
No. For the 2 pinks.
Oh. You're talking about for the little itty bitties?
Yeah. So did you change over to white on all of them so you could see them?
No, I used, I don't even know what color this is. I used this. It was just sitting on top. A lot of thought went into this, Liz. It was sitting on the machine and I thought, oh, that'll look cute. So I did not use white.
Okay.
I used this lime green.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It seems like most of like the taffy, just you can't quite see the thread.
Yeah, like I used the red in this one and you couldn't see it at all. I was like, ick. And then I used silver on this one. That was okay. And this one, I used the Hala shimmer in the lime green and it was spectacular. This one's my favorite one, even though it doesn't really show in the
looks
video.
great. That one looks really
This
good.
one was my favorite one, but I really liked this lime green embroidery thread too.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because I was looking at it, I was like,
don't use white. White's gonna be too boring, and I don't know about the taffy. The taffy's gonna blend in. You're not even gonna notice it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, because I was just thinking, changing colors, and I was like, oh, what?
So Donna said she used red on green and green on red, which will be great too. I feel like these are cute. And the whole point of these filler blocks is the quilting. So why not use a color you can see? Like use something fun.
Okay. All right.
Jeannie.
All right. Any other questions? No? All right then. We are out of here. I will see you guys later. Bye.